Hey YouTube, what's going on? Let me see if I could get like a better view of me. Try not. Okay. So as you might have seen my last video, I said I had to go somewhere. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I had to go to Sacramento. That was quite an experience. I actually just got home. We left about 5:45 this morning, and got home about 9:30 as estimated. And yeah, that was actually pretty fun. But I got home and just some problems came up. I guess animal control came by. They didn't take the dogs away, but they left a slip that said that our dogs were barking, which was weird unless somebody was up on our property. And so our dogs wouldn't bark unless somebody was posing as a threat to them or something. I mean, they're dogs. I mean, they bark at things, but they bark at like people that they don't know. And somebody they didn't know must have walked up and they were barking. And no, we didn't have them in the house. We had them in the outside, into where they could be able to come into the garage and stuff. So it wasn't some violation. But then I come into the truck, and I get some messages, and boy, let me tell you, these idiots, man. Let me come up to it. Okay, sorry about that. Well, for one, the first message we got was about the season coming up, the winter season, and just wanted to let the drivers know, take your chains out, try them out, put them on the tires, make sure there's nothing that would break them, and make sure you got all 4 chains and stuff like that. Maybe more, depending on what kind of person you are, maybe you want to keep some more on just in case. That's all cool. And just keep your chains on your truck, shield wipers, and some warm clothes. Yeah, that's a must. Last night I was freezing my butt off, man. I didn't even have a hot big blanket. I didn't have anything like that. I had 2 little tiny blankets, I wasn't wearing a shirt last night either. I don't like wearing shirts to bed. That's just the kind of person I am. I don't care how cold it is. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't wear a shirt. Period. So, and my feet were cold too. I don't wear socks. I just think that's weird. Not that some of you might, it's cool, but for me, I think it's just weird. I don't like wearing socks. That came up, and the second message we got, and this is a conjoined message they sent to. There was 3 messages, 2 of which were equally the same, but they were continued. Okay, so it's just saying how they need to make sure that well, this is their subject thing, that urgent, every driver must read this. So you're gonna have to read it no matter what, apparently one of the drivers at night, or 2 of the drivers at night, was drinking alcohol, and they wanted to, they caught him. Well, here's what Night wants you to do. They want you to at least stay, before you work, you know, before you come back to work, either have 12 to 24 hours of, to get the alcohol out of your system before you get back on the truck. And it's just saying that if any driver that is caught with it will be terminated, which means they will be fired immediately. That to me is a big no-no. I do not like that when drivers, you know, I mean, we were at Eugene the other night, and this guy comes out with a 6-pack of Bud Light, walking to his truck, you know, and I didn't see the truck there the next morning. That I'm not safe about. I mean, I'm not sure about, you know. If a guy is driving, if a truck driver, okay, if a truck driver is that stupid to step behind the wheel after drinking, I don't know if he drank the whole 6-pack or what, but that is a big no-no, in my book at least. I think truck stops should not give drivers the ability to drive, to buy beer. I don't care if they're doing a 34-hour reset. That's just uncalled for. And I guess they were both out of our terminal, and you know, the company just wants to crack down on it, and they want to find out who's doing it, who's not doing it, you know. And there's a quote line in here that I like. It says, "A simple drink could cost you your job, trucking career, and livelihood. Don't risk it. It's not worth it." That right there, that's a good saying. It isn't worth it. You know, this really is pretty much all you're able to do for some drivers. You know, not all of you. You know, some of you got college degrees, or some of you got, you know, family members that know somebody or something. You know, I'm not saying that all you people don't have this, but some of you do. Most of you. That's why drivers come out here, you know. They come out here to do this because they think that's all they can do, when they should at least try to find something. But and that's just about it with the Qualcomm. And now now what I saw today, you know, we were coming back from Sacramento, and we were driving by this driver. I'm not gonna say what company, you know, but he was it was so dark and so smoky, literally up here, that you can't see much of anything in front of you. And this driver, man, he has the nerve to literally just pull over on the side of the highway. I don't know what happened, but he didn't have any lights on, which is it's stupid. I mean, at least have your cones out or something, you know. But not having your lights on the highway, where it's pitch black pretty much with smoke all up in the air. No. This driver was literally, we drove past him, and within 3 seconds, it was like, let's just say you're cruising down the road, okay? And all of a sudden, you look over, you can see right there, bam. That's like really all we can see right there, bam. That's where we saw him, you know. He was literally just standing right out there. Nothing, you know. He looked like he was wearing all black. I mean, really? Okay. And it looked like he was wearing, you know, all black clothes. And you know, just standing out there. You know, I don't know what he was doing. And what I just gotta say to this is, you know, if you guys break down or something, or get a blowout or something, any time of the day, really, um, keep your lights on. Keep your either your lights, your flashers, both would be amazing actually. And what's big in my book is keep a safety vest in your truck. I know some companies give them out. Gordon did, and we kept it. So we have safety vests, and that really was a helpful tool to us when we had a blowout. Uh, you know, it lets drivers, you know, especially like tonight, you know, let them know, hey, there's, you know, somebody up there, watch out, slow down, something, move over. Move over. That's okay. That's another thing. I know most of you all drivers do this pretty much. Whenever you see another person on the side of the road or something, you're gonna move over. That's the first instinct, you know. But for all you people that drive cars and that aren't truck drivers or something, you know, it's only gonna take you 2 seconds to the most to move over, to look in your mirror and move over. I mean, it could actually save you a couple hours in an accident, pretty much, if you were to hit somebody, since you were right there, you know. But, you know, keep your cones out too. Keep your cones out. You know, spread. I think the law is just have them spread out 5 feet, 5 or 10 feet, something like that. It's a couple feet apart from each other. And I did see somebody broke down, another truck driver broke down in Sacramento, but he only had 2 cones. I think the law permits you to have 3. So try to make sure you guys have 3, well, it's not cones, but it's squares. And they're quite simple to set up, actually, so. But, you know, I don't care if it's a jacket or a shirt or a vest. At least have something that, you know, that blings up. Like, you know, hold on, let me see if I can get a picture. You see how this is white right here? The safety tape right there, whatever they call it. Well, that's what I mean. Get something like that. You know, I don't care if it's on a shirt. They have them on shirts. They have them on jackets. They have them on vests. You know, any kind of vests. But have one. I mean, that could just save your life right there, is wearing that vest. You know, so the vest or anything, cones and flashers and lights. Those are my big 3 things, or 4 things, whatever you would say. On, you know, if you're on the side of the road. And if you could, you know, if you had a CB, most of you drivers do, you know, get the word out that you're on the side of the road, and you know, to slow down and let people behind you know to slow down and be on the lookout. You know, because that could save hundreds of lives. I mean, it could. You know. So, all right, enough with that. My last and final thing for tonight. I keep getting asked if I'm a truck driver. The answer to that is no. I am not a truck driver. I'm shooting to be one though, you know. My dad's a truck driver, and I just go with him. I ride along, you know. I keep with the flow and stuff like that. You know, so that's the answer to that. And I do have some news. I don't know if I told you guys yet, but the videos are